welcome to the channel. Today we're going to answer how can we try Slack as a current Salesforce customer and how can we integrate the two. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so you're a Salesforce customer, but you're not yet using Slack, and you're ready to give it a try. So you want to trial Slack, you want your users connected, you want to integrate it with Salesforce. Surprise, surprise, Salesforce wants you to be using Slack, so they've made this very easy. Now, this will require a Salesforce admin, but again, very simple. Go into Salesforce Setup, Guided Slack Setup. This menu will take you to a wizard where you can go through step by step creating your Slack workspace and adding your users from Salesforce directly into Slack. When you click Get Started, what it's going to do is offer up the name of your Slack workspace to match whatever is listed in the company information page of Salesforce. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep this as is. And when this finishes loading, what it's doing is creating a Slack workspace for us. We can now go log into this. One important thing I want to call out, if you go to the Manage Slack Connection page, you'll see that Salesforce has automatically picked the Salesforce email address field on the user object to correspond with the Slack email field as well. So when we create users in Slack momentarily, their email in Slack will match their Salesforce email. So how do you log in? You're going to get an email that looks pretty much exactly like this. Go ahead and click Open Slack, where you'll then have to enter in your email address again. You'll then get a two-factor authentication code, and you're in. Now, I'm a fan of using Slack in my browser, but of course you can also use it on the desktop app as well as the mobile app. You're going to get greeted with a landing page inviting you to do different things, whether that's connecting your external apps like Salesforce or even downloading the mobile app. Welcome to Slack. You're on the Business Plus trial when you go through this setup process. And if you go to this Directories tab, right now you're going to be the only user in Slack, but we can fix that momentarily. Anytime you need to get under the hood of Slack, you can go to the admin table here and click on Manage Salesforce Organizations. Now, as the Salesforce admin who went through this process, you're also de facto the Slack admin. Okay, so this is the Salesforce org that is connected to this Slack org. You can see in this users table, once again, you are the only user of Slack that has access to connect into Salesforce. But this is also where you can do various other things within the Slack and Salesforce connection. But let's head back over into Salesforce and add more users. Back in the guided Slack setup, you'll see a couple other steps. Most importantly, in terms of getting our Salesforce users over into Slack, we want to click on that step 3. We're going to auto create and connect Slack accounts. So that email address matching that we chose earlier, that was chosen for us, what we've essentially just done is taken our Salesforce users and created them automatically in Slack, and they are connected and authenticated as well. You can see how my Salesforce users were also added to this users table over in Slack Setup. And as soon as they log in for the first time, that authentication status will show up as authenticated. So what else might you want to do? Well, in that guided Slack setup, you can also set up Salesforce objects for Slack channels, or Salesforce channels as you might call them. So here what we're saying is we're enabling the account object to have distinct Slack channels for individual records of accounts in Salesforce. You can think of it as a one-to-one mapping between a Slack channel and a Salesforce record. Now, when you go to the account page layout, all we have to do is add the Slack standard component to the Lightning page, and we can have that real-time conversation, that Slack channel conversation, directly within the Lightning layout. So whether you want to spend your time in Salesforce, whether you want to go spend your time in Slack, everyone can join in on the conversation. And from Slack, you can see the Salesforce record details, you can edit the Salesforce record details, and even see related records. This is about it. Congratulations, you are starting your Slack journey automatically integrated into Salesforce already.